of animals you should know.
Mammals are warm-blooded. Mammals have backbones. Mammals feed milk to their young. Their young are born alive and most have hair, like the monkey and the polar bear.
I'm talking M-A. I'm talking M-A-M-M-A-L-S. Mammals, what a special group of animals you should know.
Mammals live in forests and in Arctic snow. Mammals live on farms and in zoos. Mammals live by water and in the ocean blue, like sea lions and blue whales too. The word mammal refers to a mother's mammary gland, which is used to feed her baby's milk. Most mammals are warm-blooded animals that give birth to their babies live, although there are some mammals that do lay eggs. Mammals have backbones and most mammals have hair. Did you know that you are a mammal?
I'm talking M-A. I'm talking M-A-M-M-A-L-S. Mammals, what a special group of animals you should know.
Some mammals are little, some mammals are big. Mammals are many different sizes. Mammals are brown or black or white, like the sheep or the zebra with stripes.
I'm talking M-A. I'm talking M-A-M-M-A-L-S. Mammals, what a special group of animals you should know. We live together in a family. We rest and hunt and play. A lion family is called a pride. Together we spend each day. Our cubs, they get the best of care. We all help to raise each one. Together we do a better job, and the cubs, they have more fun. King of the beasts is the name that we're known for. We're part of the big cat family. King of the beasts is the name that we're known for. We're part of the big cat family, and we know how to roar.
Lions are part of the big cat family, along with tigers, leopards, and jaguars. Lions are known for their loud, ferocious roar. Did you know that lions are cats that cannot purr?
When I'm full grown, I can weigh 500 pounds or even more. I have a mane around my neck. I really know how to roar. I'm good at hearing and I have a keen sense of sight. I like to go and find my prey and hunt when it's night. King of the beasts is the name that we're known for. We're part of the big cat family. King of the beasts is a name that we're known for. We're part of the big cat family. King of the beasts is a name that we're known for. We're part of the big cat family. King of the beasts is a name that we're known for. We're part of the big cat family, and we know how to roar.
Have you ever seen a cuddly-looking koala? Most people call them koala bears, but koalas aren't bears. In fact, koalas aren't even related to bears. Koalas are marsupials, which means that they carry their babies in pouches just like kangaroos. Let's learn more about koalas. Koalas like eucalyptus leaves. In fact, they won't eat any other thing. They're very picky eaters. They'll only eat one thing. Tasty eucalyptus leaves. Koalas are awake when it is night. They sleep during the day when it is light. They'll find a cozy branch and stay out of sight. Koalas are awake at night. Koalas are nocturnal, which means that they sleep during the day and are awake at night. They do not have a nest or home, but simply find a comfortable branch, curl themselves up, and go to sleep. Koalas are cuddly. Koalas sure are cute. Koalas are furry like teddy bears. But there is one thing you should know. Koalas are not bears. The babies have their own special couch, for the mothers carry them inside their pouch. So wherever she may roam, her baby too will go along inside her pouch. Australia is the place where koalas live, or in zoos if the koalas are captive. But they need the tasty leaves from the eucalyptus trees, so Australia is the place they live. Koalas are cuddly. Koalas sure are cute. Koalas are furry like teddy bears. But there is one thing you should know. Koalas are not bears.
Listen to the rattlesnake. Listen to the sound a rattlesnake will make to warn whoever is around. It warns its enemies to move and leave it alone. It may be hiding by a bush or by a nearby stone. Rattlesnakes are poisonous, and they will inject a venom that will paralyze or kill their next subject. Rattlesnakes don't have the proper teeth with which to chew. They swallow their meal whole. That's how they eat their food.
Have you ever wondered why snakes stick out their tongues? They use their tongues to pick up scents. As they move their tongues back inside their mouths, a special taste-smell organ helps them locate the next meal.
Listen to the rattlesnake. Listen to the sound a rattlesnake will make to warn whoever is around. They slither their long bodies. They seem to move with grace as they travel all around and move from place to place. A rattlesnake will shed its skin as it grows and grows. More rattles will appear on its tail, I am told. A rattlesnake does not have ears, vibrations it will feel. To know when something's coming for a snake, it's quite ideal. Listen to the rattlesnake, listen to the sound a rattlesnake will make to warn whoever is around. Listen to the rattlesnake, Listen to the sound a rattlesnake will make to warn whoever is around. We are going to learn about another group of animals called amphibians. Amphibians are cold-blooded like reptiles, have backbones like reptiles and mammals, but are very different. Amphibians do not have any hair or skin scales on their bodies. They can breathe through their skin as well as through their lungs, and most amphibians spend part of their lives in water. Can you name an animal that's an amphibian? Frogs and toads are amphibians, and salamanders too. They are all cold-blooded and don't need a lot of food. They like insects and spiders, worms and tasty snails. They'll wait to catch their meal and snatch it without fail. Amphibians, amphibians, let us name a few. Frogs and toads and salamanders too. They go through metamorphosis, which means they change form. And as adults look different from when they were first born. Frogs lay jelly-like eggs in water. When the eggs hatch, they are tadpoles. Tadpoles do not look like frogs, but will change to look more like adult frogs. This is called metamorphosis. When a mammal is born, it resembles its mother, but amphibians need to go through metamorphosis before they will look like their mother. Their skin is very special, for amphibians will use their skin to breathe, just like lungs. What an important tool. You'll find their skin will blend in well with their surroundings. They might be spotted red or be yellow, brown, or green. Amphibians, amphibians, let us name a few. Frogs and toads and salamanders too. They go through metamorphosis, which means they change form. And as adults look different from when they were first born.
To the zoo. I'm so fascinated by all the different types of animals. We saw monkeys and hippos and elephants and scary-looking alligators. But I like the exhibit of the unusual reptiles most of all. They had a huge python, a lizard, and an awesome-looking iguana. When I grow up, I would like to study reptiles and maybe even go into the jungle to take pictures of them.
Now science is important, so I'll study hard when learning about biology. Experiments in chemistry will help me learn to develop good hypotheses. Then I'll read some more, and I'll share just what I learned. 'Cause when I grow up, I wanna be something very interesting. When I grow up, I want to be something very interesting. The job I'll do will help a lot of people, and I like the work that I do. Each day will be adventurous, and I'll strive to learn a lot. Then I'll share what I know, and my knowledge will grow. It's the perfect job. Yes, I'll share what I know, and my knowledge will grow. It's the perfect job. The perfect job.
Did you know that zoology is the study of animals? So, zoologists are people that like to learn more about animals. They like to answer questions about animals by doing research in laboratories, working at zoos, or even observing animals in the wild. If you decide to become a zoologist, you need to decide what kinds of animals interest you most. Some zoologists study insects. They are called entomologists. Some zoologists study prehistoric life. They are called paleontologists. Today, we are going to learn about mammals, reptiles, and amphibians. You might be interested in becoming a zoologist to learn more about one of these types of animals.
What does a zoologist do all day? Do they look under microscopes? Do they play and feed the animals and comb the antelopes? What does a zoologist do all day? Do they work in petting zoos and cuddle with the animals and observe the kangaroos?
Zoologists do so many things. They study and concentrate, for they like to learn about animals, so they really investigate. They work in laboratories and in research centers too. And some zoologists like to work in wildlife parks and zoos.
What does a zoologist do all day? Do they go out in the wild to watch the lions with their cubs and observe the crocodiles? What does a zoologist do all day? Do they teach and do research and conduct experiments so they can write about their work?
Zoologists do so many things. They study and concentrate, for they like to learn about animals, so they really investigate. They work in laboratories and in research centers too. And some zoologists like to work in wildlife parks and zoos. Zoologists do so many things. They study and concentrate, for they like to learn about animals, so they really investigate. They work in laboratories and in research centers too. And some zoologists like to work in wildlife parks and zoos. Did you know that monkeys like to swing? Did you know that monkeys like to swing? Well, they like to swing
From the branches,
They like to swing
from the branches,
They like to swing
from the branches.
They like to swing. Did you know that hippos like to hide? Did you know that hippos like to hide? Well, they like to hide.
In the water,
They like to hide.
in the water,
They like to hide.
in the water.
Well, they really like to hide. Did you know that eagles like to soar? Did you know that eagles like to soar? Well, they like to soar.
Way up high,
They like to soar.
way up high,
They like to soar.
way up high.
They like to soar. Did you know that giraffes like green leaves? Did you know that giraffes, they like green leaves? Well, they like green leaves, yes.
From the trees,
Well, they like green leaves.
from the trees,
Well, they like green leaves.
from the trees.
They like green leaves. Did you know that seals like to play? Did you know those seals, they like to play? Well, they like to play.
In the water,
They like to play.
in the water,
They like to play.
in the water.
They like to play.
watching me. Look at the alligators watching me. Look at the alligators now. I'm not food, you had your chow. Feed those gators now. Feed those gators now. Feed those gators now.
Let's take a trip to Mr. Conway's farm and learn all about the animals. Let's play with the chicks and chase the pigs and learn the animal sounds. The pigs are oinking, the cats are meowing, the horses are neighing, and the chickens they like to cluck. Each animal makes a special noise, that is how they talk. Each animal learns to communicate with grunts and chirps and squawks. The birds are chirping, the dogs are barking, the cows are mooing, and the chickens they like to cluck. Now Mr. Conway feeds those animals and cleans and scrubs their pens. He plays with the dogs, combs the horses, and collects eggs from the hens. The sheep are baying, the ducks are quacking, the mosquitoes are buzzing, and the chickens they like to cluck. The farm is filled with animal sounds, Mr. Conway would agree. Can you name the animal sounds? It's an animal symphony. Can you name this sound? Right, the pigs go as they roll in their muddy pens. Can you name this sound? Right, the ducks go as they waddle under the fence. Can you name this sound? Right, the horses go as they gallop around the farm. Can you name this sound? Right, the dogs go as they chase and tease the cats. Can you name this sound? Right, the sheep go as the farmer shears their wool. Can you name this sound? Right, the chickens go as they sit upon their eggs. Can you name this sound? Right, the cats go as they chase the little mice. Can you name this sound? Right, the cows go as they feed their calves fresh milk. Can you name this sound? Right, the birds go as they fly around the farm. Can you name this sound? Right, the mosquitoes go as they buzz around your ear. It's time to leave Mr. Conway's farm. We've learned a lot today. Each animal makes a special sound, from a moo to a cluck to a neigh. Each animal makes a special sound, from a moo to a cluck to a neigh.
Do you know what has a trunk? Has a trunk, has a trunk. Do you know what has a trunk and makes this animal sound?
An elephant, you were right, makes the sound as it walks around. An elephant, you were right, makes this animal sound.
Do you know what swings from trees? Swings from trees, swings from trees. Do you know what swings from trees and makes this animal sound?
A monkey, yes, you were right, makes the sound as it swings around. A monkey, yes, you were right, makes this animal sound.
Do you know what's big and round? Big and round, big and round. Do you know what's big and round and makes this animal sound?
A lion, yes, you were right, makes the sound and it's big and round. A lion, yes, you were right, makes this animal sound.
Do you know what swims and plays? Swims and plays, swims and plays.
animal sound.
Do you know what slithers around? Slithers around, slithers around. Do you know what slithers around and makes this animal sound?
A rattlesnake, you were right, makes the sound as it slithers around. A rattlesnake, you were right, makes this animal sound.
Listen to the animal sounds, animal sounds, animal sounds. Listen to the animal sounds. There are animals all around. There are animals all around.
There are animals all around.
Went to see the tiger's cage, heard the noise and saw the rage. That big tiger was running around and making some old awful sound. So get out the way, leave that tiger, get out the way, leave that tiger, get out the way, leave that tiger, he's so mad you'll be his supper. As I look to my dismay, that old cat, he got away. Through his cage he slipped on by, leapt through the air with one big stride. So get out the way, leave that tiger, get out the way, leave that tiger, get out the way, leave that tiger, he's so mad you'll be his supper. Through the town the cat did run, scaring folks and having fun. That cat was not ever found, must have liked just roaming around. So get out the way, leave that tiger, get out the way, you gotta leave that tiger, get out the way, leave that tiger, 'cause he's so mad you'll be his supper. Years have passed, I'm awfully old, that big cat I must unfold. Came to town the other night, still scaring folks with such delight. So get out the way, leave that tiger, get out the way, you gotta leave that tiger, get out the way, leave that tiger, he's so mad you'll be his supper. Went to the zoo and I saw this bird. Nothing special about this old bird. Cocked its head as it walked on by, and all of its feathers now caught my eye. What do you think that I saw? What do you think that I saw then? What do you think that I saw? What do you think that I saw then? Red and green, purple too, yellow and blue, and I'm not through. Brown and orange, black and white, That bird was an awesome sight. What do you think that I did? What do you think that I did then? What do you think that I did? What do you think that I did then? Ran up to that bird and said, "You're beautiful with your feathers spread. Strutting on by, boy, I did see. You sure played a trick on me." What do you think that bird did? What do you think that bird did then? What do you think that bird did? What do you think that bird did then? With a smile and a cocky grin, the bird said, "Come now, listen in. I hope you learned a lesson today. The beautiful things, they can be great." What do you think that I thought? What do you think that I thought then? What do you think that I thought? What do you think that I thought then? You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. From that day I learned a lot. Beautiful things were easy to spot. My world was a better place. Now listen as I state my case. I should change my point of view, and I hope that you will too. Beauty is something from within, not the color of someone's skin.
A reptile is a cold-blooded animal. Their body temperature they can't control. If it's warm outside, then they'll be warm. But if it's cold outside, then they'll be cold. If they need warmth, they'll lie in the sun and rest in the shade. If the heat's too much, most have tough skin with horny scales, which protects them when danger prevails. Snakes and lizards and alligators too, crocodiles and turtles are in the special group. We call them reptiles. Most lay eggs and live on land by swamps or lakes. Reptile
inside of their bodies. They're a perfect design. Snakes and lizards and alligators too. Crocodiles and turtles are in the special group. We call them reptiles. Most lay eggs and live on land by swamps or lakes. We call them reptiles. Most lay eggs and live on land by swamps or lakes.
I know my shell is useful, this I cannot deny. It helps to keep me safe when an enemy comes by. But running fast or twisting are things I cannot do, or hopping through a field like the lucky kangaroo. If only I could leave my shell, I'd spin around in circles, I'd jump and hop and run. If only I could leave my shell, I would have such fun. You know I carry with me my very special home. I tuck my legs and head inside, for I can't leave or roam. It's like a special hiding place, it camouflages well. In leaves or grass or muddy spots, my coat of armor shell. If only I could leave my shell, I'd spin around in circles, I'd jump and hop and run. If only I could leave my shell, I would have such fun. I like to watch a rabbit hop along the ground. I like to watch a lizard scoot quickly all around. I know I should be thankful, but this I need to say. I wish that I could leave my shell just for one short day. If only I could leave my shell, I'd spin around in circles, I'd jump and hop and run. If only I could leave my shell, I would have such fun. We can move fast on land, but we really like it best in water where we hide and wait for our next dinner guest. We're reptiles with leathery skin and little plates of bone, so we feel well protected and aren't afraid to make it known that we are crocodiles and alligators. We're reptiles with an attitude. We know we're bad, don't make us mad, or we'll show you our scary teeth.
You can tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator by their teeth and snouts. When a crocodile has its mouth shut, you can still see teeth sticking up from its lower jaw. An alligator's bottom teeth will be tucked in. A crocodile has a long, pointed snout, and an alligator has a broad, shorter snout.